MCKELL Cup, Mike, is for over 2,400 metres. It's a handicap for all comers, and our Century, wow, took a big leap for Kim Waugh to win second up. He's a 7-year-old with only 14 starts, can you believe it, under his belt. Old Tough Nuts, ECUADOR and Destiny's Kiss, they're right in the race as well, and they're 8 and 9 years old, can you believe it? Then there's the 4-year-old mare, Lavani. Well, she's going to feel like she's just turned up for the pensioners class race, isn't she?
She might do, mightn't she? And there's a few, I guess there's a few stories, a bit of drama in this race, isn't it? Is this the last winter for some of these older stayers to get a win? Listed race, 2,400 metres, steady to fair tempo. It might be a bit stronger for ECUADOR. There's a couple that could go forward, good for, and a fair to off-rails bias. And we talked about those key factors before, so we're not going to go through them again.
No, we won't. We can go straight into the market though, Mike, and we can see the money that just continues to pour in our Century. 360 that was about an hour ago, I reckon. Into $3.20 now with the tab on Thursday night. ECUADOR, $3.70 there. Naval Warfare, $5. Destiny's Kiss, another old boy, $8 there. Lavani and the Getaway 10s. But, Mike, this is some good money now coming in for our Century. Are the punters on it?
Yeah, decent money and maybe some of our money. We'll see the tips soon and see which horse we like. Let's have a look at them last start. The two favourites, our Century and ECUADOR, did battle over 2,000 metres at Rosehill Gardens, so a very similar form line. This is the day that Kim Waugh pulled our pants down and got our money. She had a big plunge on this horse second up. We missed the key factor of stage of preparation. We didn't see that progression second up. It was so strong over the finish over 2,000, wasn't it, Stu?
It was. I mean, you've got to expect that from the ex-Team Williams horse as well. But Kimmy Waugh, all credit to her. She said this horse was going places, and this is just a good win.
It's got second up 2,400 metre form against Hartnell. So it's definitely a stayer, and it should love the distance on Saturday.
Well, speaking of 2,400, Mike, let's just hone in on this horse, our Century, because third up last preparation. OK, we are looking at a heavy 10 here, but this was a great race, running away with Big Duke. That's some serious form lines.
It's some seriously good form lines. You look through the form for this horse and you see some listed level runs, but they're just not normal listed level runs. They're really strong sort of spring level form lines. This is a Group 3. This is against a horse called Big Duke. He wins the race but loses it on protest. Just veering out there. Imagine the odds.
Yeah,
Big
wow.
Duke would be in this race on Saturday. The odds on.
How good's that margin back to third?
It is 9 or 10, I think. I think I backed the third one. No chance.
All right, well, look, there's a little look at our Century, among a few others there, Mike, but the form and the key factors, that's going to see if this horse is going to be a good thing or not.
Let's have a look. Our Century and ECUADOR, because of the weight swing, despite the fact that our Century won, they've got a very similar form rating on Saturday. Light them both up.
OK, so our Century and ECUADOR, the two favourites, lit up there. As we get into the key factors, Mike, progression.
Yeah, factoring in scope and stage of preparation, which horses can improve. Destiny's Kiss getting fitter, can improve. Our Century third up as well. A bit of upside for him too.
OK, so Gold Our Century just edging ahead there. Distance at stage of prep.
Yeah, ECUADOR's won over 2,400 metres before, but it was leading at a steady tempo. If we were sure it was going to be a steady tempo on Saturday, we would give him a gold bar, but we're not sure. Our Century loves the 1.5 miles.
And it's just gone ahead again. What about a good 4 Randwick? Do any of them make it any ground here?
9-year-old Destiny's Kiss loves the track. He'd love a bit of rain as well, wouldn't he?
He sure would. Mike, our Century, clear top rater there. Very well exposed, all this form, isn't it? Him and ECUADOR, we know them. But having a look at these ratings, we've got a 7-year-old on top, the 8-year-old in behind, the 9-year-old in behind there. I mean, Kim loves this horse. You're saying you love this horse. I love this horse. Are we just loading up at the 330?
Yeah, you picked it, I think, Stu. It's the exposure, isn't it? The 3-year-old race with similar ratings, but you just got that little bit of risk. You're not quite sure what those young horses are going to do.
Okay.
These horses are older. They've got miles under their legs. We've got a good, strong 2-length margin. We know how strong this horse is over 2,400 metres. He's a big bet for us. Our Century, the best bet and the value bet. We think he'll just win on Saturday. Maybe check the yard if you're a little bit concerned. Okay. But third up for Kim Waugh, we think he'll win. All
right, nice confidence there in the second leg of the quaddie, the MCKELL Cup. Stick around and we'll wrap up legs 3 and 4 at Royal Randwick after the break.